I was halfway through a 10-hour shift when my phone lit up. Your card ending in 8724 has been charged $4,729.83. I stared at the screen. My mother had asked to borrow my credit card 3 days earlier. She said it was for a small family dinner. Just the four of us, she promised. Nothing fancy. I called her twice. No answer. I logged into my bank app and watched the charge move from pending to posted in real time. $4,729. How was I supposed to know my own mother would treat my credit limit like an open bar for 22 strangers? Drop your time zone in the comments. Where are you watching from right now? And hit that like button, because this gets so much worse. I called her a third time. That's when the lies started. Let me back up. I grew up as the responsible one in a family that didn't value responsibility. My mom played favorites. My older brother was the golden child. I was the safety net. When I was 16, I worked retail on weekends to save for a used car. That same year, Mom bought my brother a lease. Brand new. He totaled it in 6 months. When I was 22, I paid off my own student loans while living in a basement apartment. Mom co-signed my brother's condo lease. He skipped town after 4 months. She got stuck with $18,000 in back rent and damages. I learned early, document everything. I started keeping every text, every Venmo note, every receipt. It sounds paranoid until it saves you. Mom had asked to borrow my card twice before, once for groceries when her debit card was lost, once for an emergency car repair. Both times she paid me back within a week. I thought we'd turned a corner. I thought maybe she'd changed. I should have known better. Because 3 days before the dinner, she called me with that voice. The one that's sweet and a little too urgent. Honey, I need a favor. This time felt different. Dad's card got compromised, she said. And mine's maxed out until Friday. I just need to reserve a table for a quiet family dinner. Me, your dad, you and your brother. Nothing fancy. I hesitated. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important, she added. I'll Venmo you back the second it posts. I promise. Something in her voice felt off. But she's my mom. I said yes. I told her to keep it under $200. She laughed and said, Of course, honey. Thank you so much. The night of the dinner, I was stuck at work. Double shift. I texted her that morning to apologize. No problem, sweetie. We'll miss you. At 9:47 that night, the notification came through. $4,729.83. I Googled the restaurant. Martello's Reserve. Fine dining. $95 per plate. Wine pairings $60 to $150 each. I tried calling. Straight to voicemail. I texted, Mom, what is this charge? 3 dots appeared. Then disappeared. No reply. I called again. And again. Finally, at 11:03, she picked up. Oh, hi, honey. What's wrong? What's wrong? I repeated. Mom, there's a $4,700 charge on my card. From the restaurant? What happened? She laughed. Actually laughed. Oh, that? A few extra cousins showed up. You know how it is. You're always so generous, I knew you wouldn't mind. My stomach turned. I told you $200 max. I never agreed to this. Her voice shifted. Warm to ice in 2 seconds. We're family. Don't be petty. And she hung up. I sat in my car in the parking lot and stared at my phone. The charge had already posted. My credit limit was nearly maxed. My rent autopay was scheduled in 4 days. If this didn't reverse, I'd be $600 short. I opened my screenshots folder. I had every text, every word she'd said. But she was my mother. How do you file a fraud claim against your own mother? I thought maybe I was overreacting. Maybe I was being selfish. Then my brother called. Hey, he said. Did you go to that dinner thing? Wait, I said. You weren't there? No, he said. Mom told me it was adults only. She said it was for her book club reunion or something. I felt my hands go cold. She told me it was the 4 of us. Family dinner. Silence. She lied to both of us, he said quietly. I thanked him and hung up. Then I called Marcello's Reserve. The manager was polite but hesitant. I explained I was the card holder and that there might have been a mistake. I asked if he could email me the itemized receipt. He paused, then agreed. 10 minutes later, it arrived. 22 guests, appetizers, entrees, 3 bottles of premium wine, a champagne toast, dessert for the table. Total, $4,729.83. Reservation made 5 days prior. Under her name, there was a note in the reservation system. Anniversary celebration, family surprise. She'd planned this. She hadn't just used me. She performed generosity with my money in front of 22 people. I screenshotted everything. Then her flying monkey started texting. The family group chat exploded. Aunts and uncles who'd been at the dinner started messaging me. Your mother did something beautiful and you're acting like a spoiled brat. She's always been so generous. This is how you repay her. You should be ashamed, I replied once. I kept it simple. She told me it was a small dinner for 4 people and promised to pay me back. I never agreed to $4,700. No one responded to that. They just kept piling on. One cousin, Sarah, sent me a private message. Hey, just so you know, your mom told everyone you insisted on treating us. She said it was your idea. My chest tightened. She'd lied to me, lied to my brother, and lied to everyone at that dinner. The next morning, I got an email from my landlord. Your rent payment was returned. Insufficient funds. A $50 late fee has been applied to your account. I had 48 hours to fix it or face eviction proceedings. My dad finally texted me privately. Just let it go. You know how she is. That's when I knew. No one was coming to help me. My mom sent one last text. If you keep this up, don't bother coming to Thanksgiving. I went back through our text history. I found the original thread. Her exact words. Small family dinner. 4 people. 150 to 200 tops. I'll pay you back Friday. Promise. With a heart emoji. I screenshotted it. Then I scrolled to the family group chat. The morning after the dinner, she'd posted a message. Thank you all for celebrating with me last night. So blessed to have this family. Champagne glass emoji. Clinking glasses emoji. No mention of me. No mention of whose card paid for it. Just her, soaking up the gratitude. Then the restaurant manager sent me another email. Unprompted. Hi again. I wanted to let you know, the reservation note said this was a surprise party for your daughter. But when I cross-checked, the cardholder name didn't match anyone on the guest list. I thought you should know in case there's an issue. I read it 3 times. She told the restaurant it was for me. I wasn't even invited. I finally understood. This wasn't impulsive. This wasn't a mistake. It was theft with an audience. I called my brother again. Why would she do this? I asked. He was quiet for a long time. She's been struggling, he said finally. Dad's hours got cut 6 months ago. She's been using credit cards to keep up appearances. I think the dinner was her way of proving to everyone she's still doing well. My throat went tight. She owes me $1,200, he added. From last Christmas. She bought everyone gifts on my card. I never got it back. I just wrote it off. Sarah sent me another message an hour later. She still owes me $800 from last summer. I gave up asking. I did the math. Between me, my brother, and Sarah, she owed almost $7,000. And none of us had been paid back. She didn't see me as her daughter. She saw me as an ATM with emotions she could manage. The dinner wasn't about celebration. It wasn't even about family. It was about image control. Funded by someone else's money. Now I knew exactly what to do. I wasn't angry anymore. I was done. I called my credit card company and opened a fraud dispute. I uploaded 6 attachments. The original text promise, the itemized receipt, the reservation notes, the manager's email, screenshots of her group chat post, and her threat about Thanksgiving. The representative put me on hold for 4 minutes. When she came back, she said, "We've flagged this for investigation. You should hear back within 7 to 10 business days." Next, I called a friend who's a paralegal. I need help writing a demand letter, I said. She walked me through it. We kept the tone professional, calm, no emotion, just facts. Payment in full within 14 days or I file in small claims court. I attached a summary of evidence, dates, amounts, screenshots. I sent it certified mail. Signature required. Then I locked down everything. I removed her as an emergency contact on every account. I froze my credit. I changed my banking passwords. No more chances. No more family means letting it slide. She signed for the letter on a Tuesday. By Thursday, my phone was ringing off the hook. She called me 17 times in 2 hours. I let it ring. On the 18th call, I picked up. "You're really going to destroy this family over money?" she said. Her voice was shaking. I stayed calm. "You already did that when you stole from me." She switched tactics. Started crying. "I'm your mother. How can you do this to me? You lied to me. You lied to my brother. You lied to 22 people and made them think I was treating them. Then you threatened me when I asked for my money back." Silence. "I'm giving you 14 days, I said. "After that, I file." She hung up. 2 hours later, she sent a message to the family group chat. "I can't believe my own daughter is trying to sue me over a family dinner. I raised her better than this." I didn't reply in the group. Instead, I sent a separate email to everyone who'd been at the dinner. Subject line: setting the record straight. I attached 4 files. The original text where she promised $200. The restaurant receipt showing $4,700. The reservation notes, and the manager's email confirming she told them it was a surprise for me. I wrote one line at the bottom: "I'm happy to discuss this in small claims court if anyone has questions." 2 cousins replied privately within an hour. "I'm so sorry. We didn't know." Aunt Helen doubled down in the group chat. I muted her. On day 13, a lawyer sent me an email. It was a family friend doing my mom a favor. Settlement offer, $2,500 paid over 6 months. I replied in one sentence: $4,729 plus $79 in fees. Full payment in 30 days or the court date stands. Day 15. My phone buzzed. Zelle notification: $4,874.83. The memo line said, "Per agreement." No apology, just a transaction. I didn't feel victorious. I felt tired, but I felt free. The first thing I did was pay off the credit card. Then I covered rent and the late fee. I put $500 into my emergency fund. For the first time in 2 weeks, I slept through the night. My mom and I didn't speak for 4 months. No calls, no texts, nothing. 3 weeks after the payment, my dad reached out. "I should have said something," he wrote. "I'm sorry I stayed silent. I'm seeing a therapist now. I'm thinking about a lot of things." I didn't reply right away. But I didn't block him either. My brother texted me a month later. "I asked Mom to pay back Sarah and Tom. She did. I think you scared her straight. Or at least into accountability." That surprised me. Thanksgiving came. I didn't go home. I volunteered at a shelter that morning. Then I had dinner with 2 close friends. It felt lighter than any family obligation ever had. 6 months after everything, I got an email from my mom. The subject line said, "I understand." The body was 3 sentences. "I understand why you did what you did. I don't like it, but I understand." I read it twice. Then I archived it. I didn't reply. Some people think that's cold, that I should have forgiven her and moved on. But here's what I learned. You can love someone and still lock the door. You can honor your parents and still refuse to be their ATM. Family isn't a free pass for exploitation, and love without respect is just control. I didn't want revenge. I wanted my boundaries back. And I got them. A year later, my credit score is higher than it's ever been. I've got 6 months of expenses saved. My brother and I talk every week. My mom and I exchange polite texts on birthdays. That's enough. I don't regret the dinner. I regret how long I let her think I was someone she could use. That stops now. So here's my question for you. Have you ever had to set a hard boundary with family? What happened? Drop your story in the comments. I read every single one, and if this resonated with you, hit that subscribe button. You're not alone in this. This story is a fictionalized dramatization and is not legal or financial advice. Thank you for watching.